The US dollar as a safe haven asset is regaining ground amid risk aversion as well as rising US Treasury yields. At the same time, the Australian dollar may strengthen. The report showed that retail sales declined at a slower than expected pace in August. On Tuesday morning, the US dollar index reached a new high against its major rivals. It won back luster with investors on the back of growing government bond yields. The index has already approached the level of 93.40. However, it may drop to the level of 93.20 due to correction. Then, it may remain in the current trading range for some time. The dollar-yen pair has advanced as Japanese investors are selling off US government bonds. Apparently, the growth of US treasuries somehow influences the Japanese currency. The 10-year government bond yield has increased to 1.48% from 1.30% since September 23. On September 22, the 2-year bond yield soared to 0.31% from 0.22. Probably investors get rid of US treasuries due to fears of a US public debt. So it's difficult to predict whether the pair will break through this targeted level of 111.39. Some traders doubt that the price will be able to even reach it. If the price breaks above the nearest resistance level, it's likely to approach the target level of 112.22, the high of February 2020. If the price fails to consolidate above the resistance level of 111.39, it may return to 109.12. This scenario comes true as one of the key oscillators is turning down. On Monday, the Aussie gained 0.38% despite the strengthening of the US dollar across the board. The rise occurred mainly amid rising commodity prices. Yet, it's unlikely to last for a long time as investors are shifting their attention to debates in the US Congress over the national debt ceiling. In the meantime, the legislation will provide temporary funds to keep the federal government running until December 3rd. Before the deadline, the legislation should become law, including new expenditures under the Biden plan, which can partly smooth out the problem. So the pair may approach 0.7340. However, shortly after, it may dip due to correction. Uncertainty has gripped markets. There are a lot of questions without answers. Besides, there might be no answers in the near future as well. Even in Asia, market sentiment is a bit gloomy. Many Asian indexes have closed with insignificant gains. The Shanghai Composite Index shed almost 1%. Investors fell ill at ease because the fate of Evergrande is still uncertain. Besides, the outcome of this pre-launched drama is also hard to invisible. And that's all for now. We wish you profitable deals. See our channel with a new video in a couple of hours.